Hey everybody, Brian here, and I'm here to kind of talk to you about a new program that I downloaded on my computer that allows me to watch YouTube on Xbox as well as on the Wii. Now I know what you're thinking, well wait a minute, why do you have to watch YouTube on the Wii when you got the internet channel and all you have to do is go to YouTube? Well, this not only lets me do YouTube, it lets me do Netflix, Amazon Video on Demand, CNN, CBS, Pandora, NHL, Major League Baseball, list can go on. And it's a system and it's a software that's similar to TVersity. What is it? Well, for some of you that are probably guessing PlayOn, you're right. PlayOn is the newest thing that I downloaded to enable me to watch YouTube videos on my Xbox in my room, as well as watch them over here on the Wii. Now, the biggest difference between both TVersity and YouTube, well, here's the biggest difference. TVersity, if you may have noticed, I don't know if it changes though, if you get the premium account or not, I'm not really sure. Maybe some of you can enlighten us on that. But the biggest difference with TVersity is they give you a list of 15 of your videos that you have uploaded to YouTube. They also give you an average of maybe 15 to 16, maybe 20, I don't know, of your favorites that you favored. It's like a certain limit, like maybe 15 to 100, I don't know. Because I've noticed on my favorites, that it gives me a little bit more. And especially when you put in a link and you entitle the link, it gives you a lot more as well. Especially in the internet section. Now the biggest difference between that and PlayOn is PlayOn gives you, believe it or not, with your uploads of videos, it gives you 135 more videos to choose from. And it's alphabetical. That's right. It gives you 135 more videos. Now, like I say, I don't know if the length of the amount of videos on both programs change if you buy the premiums and all that, or if you buy PlayOn after your 14-day trial, which I'm currently on right now. But anyway, it allows you to do that. Now, it also, the other difference between PlayOn and TVersity is PlayOn allows you to list, as soon as you sign on and download the program, one of the first things, after you set it up and everything, one of the things it allows you to do is list down which channels you want to see listed. In other words, you can put your channel down, you can put your secondary channel if you have a secondary channel, even your third channel if you have a third channel, but then you can list down, and you got to put commas at the end of all of them. You got to commas and space them. You got basically comma and space them. You can list everybody else. For me, for myself, an example, I've put down my two channels. I've put down the Irate Gamers channel. I put James Nintendo Nerd down, James Wolf AVGN, and Nostalgia Critic 4. On Nostalgia Critic Fan 4, I put them all down. And you don't just get the news videos, but you also get videos on the past. You get the videos that have not been seen in a while. You get them all right there, and it's all in alphabetical order. You also get the favorites, you get the playlist, everything. Now, the only disadvantage that PlayOn, from what I've seen, has against TVersity, and again, I don't know if this changes if you buy the whole thing, but the only disadvantage that I see between PlayOn and TVersity is with TVersity, when you're on YouTube, your YouTube videos, despite the 15 videos or not, pops right up almost. Well, on TVersity, not TVersity, but on PlayOn, on your PlayOn, you have to wait for them to load up. And instead of going back and forth, like when you click on the fast forward buttons or the right and left buttons on your controller, you got to wait till the whole thing loads before you can do that. Or at least the majority of it loads up on PlayOn. TVersity just goes right to it. That's the only advantage they have over PlayOn. But the one advantage that PlayOn has over TVersity is it has a whole list of other things you can watch. Like I said, you could watch Amazon Video on Demand. You could watch CBS News, CNN. You could watch ESPN. You can watch Hula on there. That's right, Hula. You can watch Netflix on there. You can listen to Pandora Radio on there. But again, the disadvantage is they take time to load up. Well, TVersity doesn't. The only time TVersity takes time to load up is when the converting and coacting, or codecting, if you will, real player files, the flash files that you download directly through Real Player. I'll give you an example. On TVersity, when I started with TVersity, one of the things I downloaded off blimp.tv, because I have the Real Player and it's got that little button on top of the videos that allow you to download them, one of the things I downloaded was the commentary that nostalgia critic Doug Walker had on Sonic the Hedgehog. And the same thing with Linkara Lewis. I downloaded his stuff on the Power Rangers Turbo, and it takes time to load up. But once it loads up, it goes, but then it stops a little bit to load again. Alright? That's the only time you have to worry about that on TVersity. Here, it goes for everything. You got to wait for the entire things to load before you play them. Now, I'm not sure that with Netflix on PlayOn, being part of PlayOn, I'm not sure with that you can record Netflix movies now. I'm not sure that can happen. You know, so, but that is the biggest, but that right there is the biggest advantage that PlayOn has over TVersity. It gives you multiple channels, multiple sources to watch videos from. CBS, like I said, Fox, I think's on there, I believe. ESPN, Hula, you name it, it's on there almost. Well, not almost on there, but they're always on. NHL, Major League Baseball, they're on there. So, and then again, but there is another advantage though that TVersity has over PlayOn. And that is TVersity, again, like I mentioned with the Real Player videos that I download, because of the Real Player button on top of the videos, that's the advantage. You see, TVersity is sort of a combination of PlayOn, if you will, with the exception that it doesn't have all the choices that PlayOn does. But it's a combination of what you see on PlayOn, again, without the many choices, as well as it's a combination of Windows Media. Like your Windows Media Player, that's what it's a combination of, and that's something that PlayOn doesn't have. But again, getting back to PlayOn, the only disadvantage they have as well against TVersity, is the fact that TVersity automatically loads your videos right up off of YouTube. Either it's just 15 videos or not. PlayOn, you have to wait for them to load, and then after it's a majority loaded up, you have to wait until it's entirely played on, or majority it's played and loaded, before you can rewind or fast forward. With TVersity, it just goes automatically. You get what I'm saying? Now, true, TVersity allows you to do what these guys have done, allow you to put some other channels on there, but you got to list them. You sometimes got to list them. But again, PlayOn allows you to go right off the bat. The thing, well, that is, I should correct myself and say that there is a similarity. But the thing is, like I said, the similarity is also compounded by the difference, and the difference is the load time. TVersity, right there. PlayOn takes its time. So, but anyway, those are just the differences between PlayOn and TVersity. Both are similar when it comes to playing YouTube. The only advantage that PlayOn has is it gives you 135 more videos on everything that you have there. It has all the other multiple media choices from Netflix to Amazon to CBS to Hula to CNN to ESPN to Pandora. In TVersity, it only gives you about 15. Again, I don't know if it expands if you go premium, but it only gives you 15, a limit up to maybe 100 on your internet choices, like, you know, the channels you put on the internet portion of it. And also the fact that it's a combination, again, of Windows Media Player as well as what you see on PlayOn. So again, PlayOn, advantage, it's got a lot, it gives you more videos, it's got more choices from multimedia sources. The disadvantage is the load time it has, as well as the fact that it's not a combination of something like Windows Media Player. That's the only disadvantage it has. The advantage, more choices. Disadvantage, it doesn't have a quick load time. And that's all I'm going to say. If you got any comments, let me know. I'll talk to you all later.